Hey everyone, Amite here, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Max Damage. So today for this episode, since I got my Pink Bean title, I thought I would do a full boss run featuring the Pink Bean title. So that's HMAG, Cygnus, daily bosses, CRA, so on and so forth. And I recorded this while I was back home for a week. I was back at home for a week because I needed to see a bunch of doctors because I have a huge trouble with my jaw. Actually, it's incredibly stressed out and stuff, but I am back now. Yeah, just because when I went back home for a week, I just didn't bring back any of my studio gear, so I didn't bring my microphone back or anything because it was a huge hassle to carry. But yeah, no, I'm back. Basically, all the footage you're seeing is just pre-recorded, and I'm just commentating over them. I'm not even watching them right now. I'm just talking to myself in my room in front of this mic. Case in point, yeah. So today I thought, well, I haven't done a boss run in forever on an episode of Road to Max Damage, so I thought, well, since I got the Pink Bean title, I might as well just do a run with it, just to show it off, and let's show you guys. You know what? This title, man, it was a lot of work to get Pink Bean, and I'm really happy about the title, but I just will not be using it for these weekly bosses and stuff. The only time I would ever consider pulling this title out to use is like the really big bosses where I actually have to pull out all the stops, such as like Lotus, Damien, Lucid, and so on and so forth, because as you guys know, if you watch my stream, I can easily handle Magnus, CRA, so on and so forth. I still hate Hard Magnus. I think this is like a terribly designed boss. I just don't find any enjoyment in this, especially like before they had this barrier. This was actually fine. Like Hard Mag was actually tolerable for me. I wasn't angry about it. You just needed to learn to some patience and learn that you can't ever go on the side. But now with this new barrier and this damage over time thing, if you're not inside, it's just so frustrating because like sometimes you want to be inside but you can't. Sometimes when you respawn after you die and he's off on the other side and there's lag, so that by the time you actually reach there, you're already dead. But nevertheless, I do Hard Magnus decently fine. I haven't failed it. I've only failed it once ever since they released that new barrier. So you might be wondering, why am I doing a whole episode just on a boss run and me commentating over it for, I don't know, half an hour or something. Well, this was a personal sort of episode that I wanted to do because my good friend James, who helped me set up my Discord server, my public Discord server, if you guys aren't part of it, you're missing out. There's lots of fun stuff that happened there. But he helped me set it up. He helped me set up a bot and everything, and I never really got a chance to say thank you. He also gives me a lot of tips for Smash Melee, and I just thought that like I make a video dedicated to him. What he told me once was that what he would do is that he would put on an episode of Road to Max Damage before he starts driving, just because for some reason I guess he was like, oh yeah, your voice is great for stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just do a whole episode just me talking without having to, you know, explain what's going on, what I plan to do, or any active mapling. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. If you're not particularly interested in me rambling on for a period of time, feel free to skip this episode. I won't blame you, but this episode is basically dedicated to my friend James. So I don't really have anything particularly planned for discussion of this episode. I would just like to have some time to just talk to you in a more personal manner, just to let you be more. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I haven't been able to talk about, and there's a reason why like I haven't been able to upload Road to Max Damage for a good period of time and all of that. And I thought I would just share it with you, just simply because I feel like it would be better if you knew what my situation is. So I just graduated from university. I got my undergrad degree in the Bachelor of Music with a minor in composition. I'm very, very happy about it. And my summer plans is that I'm going to be just doing not much really, to be honest, because well, I finished my last exam mid-April, and then I basically just chilled for the rest of April and May and all that. Originally, this was not my plan. My original plan was that as soon as I was done university, I was going to look for a job and find a job over the summer. This was something I should have done back in February, but I was way too busy and caught up with my own stuff. I just terribly prioritized the wrong things during that time. And so that backed me up on the high priority stuff, which I had to do to then complete. So I actually never actually job hunted yet. And I'm not even going to make the effort of doing it for the summer because it was announced to me that I'm actually going to Hong Kong for the summer. Oh, by the way, guys, I discovered something with CVEL. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but for those who don't know, if you want to know when CVEL does his fire breath attacks, the 3 meteors, there's actually an audio cue for it. Basically, the visual cue, of course, is CVEL popping out high in the air, right? However, there's 2 versions of it, right? There's one where he does the meteor attack, and there's one where he goes straight back down underground. I've recently discovered while wearing my headphones, because I rarely wear my headphones while I'm playing MapleStory, was that when CVEL pops his head up high, and there's an extra sort of bassy growl to it, that's the audio cue for him to use the meteor attack. I don't know if you guys knew about this, but hopefully this is a good tip for you. Let me know if it works out for you. Let me know if it's true or not. But I did test it out quite a little bit, and I think for the fact that if you can actually hear the audio cue, or if you're close enough to hear him when he comes out of the ground, let me know if you actually can hear if his meteor attack cue is bassy or not. So yeah, basically I'm going to Hong Kong because my parents want me to, which is really surprising since, you know, I'm Asian and parents would always be like, no, go to school, get a job, be a doctor, all that stuff. And it came to me as a surprise because like my mom was like, oh no, just you come to Hong Kong with us, that's it. And I originally wanted to say no, just simply because I really wanted a job, but I sort of just ended up getting blackmailed into it, or guilt-tripped, for a better word. I don't want to go too personal, so I'll leave it out of it, but basically now my summer plans are that I'm not going to be having an actual job, and the only other source of income that I could do is YouTube and streaming. Yeah. So for this summer, I'm just going to be trying to make a bunch of music as much as possible, and I'm also going to be trying to produce more videos and stuff. I will be using a VPN while I'm in Hong Kong. I will not be able to stand not being able to play MapleStory for 60 weeks. Not to mention it would be pretty bad for streaming. So if I can actually get a good connection to while in Hong Kong, I might be able to stream while I'm there. So that would be a nice change of atmosphere. In recent news, I actually made a PC. I ordered a bunch of parts and I got myself and my roommates to build it because I don't know how to build a PC. I basically got all the money from YouTube paychecks and donations primarily, and I have all of you guys to thank for that. Honestly, like, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for donating to me. I really appreciate it. Without you guys, I definitely would not be able to do this. However, that wasn't really fiscally responsible for me, but I knew that I am better off than other people, so I was fortunate enough to, splurge a little bit on some other money. Anyways, it's okay. Well, I wrote a whole thing on my public Discord, and you know what? I'll just read it to you because I can't freestyle commentate. Here goes. I recently got a Twitch affiliate. I don't know what to call it, but it's like a sort of a certificate or whatever. Basically, I'm qualified to be a Twitch affiliate. In my opinion, I felt like I wasn't as active in YouTube and Twitch, but since I got this Twitch affiliate, I was like questioning myself. Maybe I am spending a little bit too much time doing videos and stuff. But more on that later. But anyways, I'm really happy about this PC I built. It's really, really good, actually. It has an i7 processor and then an SSD. Just for how much I spent on it, it's a pretty dang good PC. So super, super happy. I'm not going to lie. It was just thanks to the fact that I got lucky and had people who enjoyed watching my stuff on YouTube and Twitch enough that I got paid enough through ads and donations that I was able to afford it. All this money was saved up over the course of like 2 years or so. So to just finally spend it all just felt weird to me because I usually have the mentality of just saving whatever I could. I don't know what came over me to just impulsively make a PC, but one of them was that I wanted to actually have a proper workstation, and I wanted a good PC to render more videos and to be able to stream in a better quality, or just have the processing power to handle all of this stuff, including video editing and studio work. So not only is this for making videos, it's also to make music. It's essentially my one-time investment into my own career as a musician and as an entertainer. It's just all these different parts of me, like music, career finding, gaming, entertaining people, and YouTube, streaming, family, and personal things, and so on. All these things feel like they just tug at different directions with me, just being in the center of this. And you know what happens to things when they get pulled, it's that you get torn apart. That's what it feels like for me right now, which I'm not really, really happy about, to be honest. And it's just sucks that it has to be this way, or at least it feels like it's this way. So for me, it's just throughout the summer, I just need to find out how to lessen the number of things that are pulling on me, or I need to find a way to make sure that they're all pulling me towards the same direction. My career goal, or just the biggest thing for me that I want to do in life, is that I want to have a career as a musician, or like a music producer, or like a composer for film. Like, I want to be writing music for video games. I want to be writing music for film and all that. And off on the side, I want to just have something else that I also enjoy, which is making videos and playing video games. And as of right now, I'm actually living this dream life that I've always wanted. But the thing is, like, I'm living a trial demo version of it, and it feels so good. But I know to get into music is going to be a very difficult industry to get into. That's why I'm trying my hardest to keep going, and gaming is just tugging me in another direction. And from all the videos I've been uploading and from all the streams that I've been putting on, it just shows that I wasn't trying to, continue with that. It's just very conflicting. It's just, like I said, the two solutions would be to either cut off the stuff that are pulling me in opposite directions, or find a way to make sure that all of these things are pulling me in the same direction. And one of the things I was thinking of is maybe I should just start making music for video games. Like the really small ones, like such as small gaming companies or small gaming developers that are around, like say campus or just the city, and that would be a good way to start off. That way, I can still be, focusing on video games and whatever, and I can still be able to make videos and continue chasing my dreams of being a musician or whatever. The thing is, I want you guys to know that while I am in fact dealing with all of this stress and all of this conflict that I'm experiencing just because of all these different factors in my life. And I understand we all have problems. Mine aren't as big as some other people, but I do have problems. It's just I really, really enjoy making MapleStory videos, and I really enjoy making videos for you guys to watch. And I just don't want to cut off one of these things that are tugging me in the opposite direction. The bottom line of it is because I'm being pulled everywhere right now, I just feel very torn with all these projects that I'm putting on myself. Like, I've just come to this reality that I understand that I cannot do everything by myself. So, like, if I ever ask for any help from you guys, I just want you guys to know that it's not because I'm lazy or because I can't do it by myself. It's just because I need someone to help me along the way. So, case in point, I just want to say, like, thank you for watching my videos. I know I keep saying it, but I really do mean it. Like, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for all the people that donate to me. Thank you for everyone that leave a message to me while I'm in game. And no, I'm not quitting MapleStory. This isn't a goodbye message, but I just want to let you guys know that, like, since I am done school, I have no more borrowed time for myself. And if I have to cut down on MapleStory, then I will do that. But just know that it's not because I don't find MapleStory fun anymore and I don't want to record it. It's because simply I have to do more important things in my life. I have a lot of projects that I really, really want to do. And it's just, like, frustrating because I'm just one person and I can't do everything. And I really want that to happen. But any thoughts about this? Any comments? I really am interested about what you guys think about this little rant of mine. But like I said, I just want to say thanks for being really awesome fans. Just really. But now we have all of this sad stuff out of the way, I suppose I should let you guys know what I am up to with MapleStory. Next episode, I'm pretty sure you will be put up back to speed. Like I said, because I had a bunch of recorded stuff while I was back home, I'm putting all the clips on now, and I'm dubbing over them, I'm commentating over them, and next episode, it'll be a brand spanking new episode, and this episode and the previous one was sort of like buffer episodes, I guess. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to continue doing Maple Union. I'm basically done main potentials for my E-Quest for the time being. I'm not going to be trying to find 30% gear or cubing 30% gear anytime soon, because it's just, especially with my experience with my top, it's just going to be a huge hassle, and I just sort of want to do it in all one big lump instead of spreading it out like very, very little over time. That being said, I will be, pursuing and continuing the 30% hunt, because I really, really do want to be one of those end game players, and I want to prove to you guys, yeah, it is possible to, get hit end game in MapleStory, and, you might lose an arm and limb and be completely stressed out and have no life whatsoever, but hey, you can do it. I say this a lot, and I explain this a lot. The reason why I don't spend money on MapleStory is because of those reasons I said before. I have so many projects I have been trying to pursue. I want to pursue my career as a musician, so all the money I actually spend on is on music gear and school and all that stuff and lessons. So I simply just can't afford to throw money at MapleStory, even though it's something I may enjoy. I just can't continue, or I just can't spend any money on it. And yeah, people can say, oh, you should play Reboot instead and all that, but really, I really just do not like Reboot. It's not a mechanic. The whole concept of Reboot for me is just not of an MMORPG. I do not like Reboot for that sole reason. I want to be the free-to-play underdog. I want the interactions with people. I want to trade and sell and interact and network with people. Reboot doesn't offer me any of that, and the only source of income for doing Reboot is to meso farm, which is something I really just do not enjoy. I really like finding like ways to make money, ways to monopolize. I like thinking. Like, if you enjoy Reboot and you enjoy playing it, I'm not going to hate on you for it. But please just understand that it's just not for me. And even though I am a free-to-play player, I don't like it for the sole reason that, well, everyone is a free-to-play player in Reboot. It's not special to me. I like being like this underdog. I like being like this disadvantage. I like having the disadvantage. I like challenging myself. While people can have this option that I restrict myself to. And once again, I'm not bashing Reboot or people who enjoy playing Reboot. I just am bashing the people that aren't considering the fact that I just don't like playing Reboot. And even though it is free to play or something like that, it's just not for me. But yeah, I hope that puts everything up to speed, really. I just have a lot of projects that I really want to continue pursuing. I've been really adamant about trying to make a guide series under the alias of sort of school figure, like MapleStory Academy or MapleStory University, sort of that name. And I want to spend a good amount of time with the production side of things to make things look official, sort of like from the official MapleStory YouTube or whatever. And so that's one of the projects I want to pursue. And other things I want to pursue is like, of course I want to pursue music. I have a whole album already planned out, and I haven't wrote any single track yet. I also am trying to write an orchestral piece that I'll be done very, very soon. I'm almost done. I also want to get like a MapleStory Minecraft server, but like all of these are just video game stuff, right? Let me tell you about like the more non-MapleStory stuff. Is like I said, I wanted to finish a whole album featuring a bunch of my friends. I'm working on a single with another friend that basically mocks the Chainsmoker style. I also have like a hip hop and rap instrumental backtrack album, just like sort of as a demo for rappers who want to find backtracks to rap over, because that is an industry. You can just make instrumental tracks for rappers to rap over. And the biggest thing for me is, within all of this, I just want to end up making a career out of music and video games. And with all this time that I have, and with all this opportunity that I can get, I don't want to waste a single second not being able to pursue it. So I hope you guys understand like where I'm coming from. And I know that I'm not going to get like this position or this status immediately, but I know I most definitely am willing to work for it. And I just hope you guys will be able to stick with me along the way. Anyways, I've ranted long enough, and I really appreciate everyone for watching this video if you stuck right through it. Hopefully, James, that you were able to watch this video and, you know, not be anxious over it. I just wanted one episode where I just talked just for the sake of James, and he gave me a great opportunity by making this episode. I just want to say thank you, and I will see you guys next episode of Road to Max Damage, where we will actually be working on the Road to Max Damage. Thank you. See ya!